And we're on.
I hear a microwave going off.
That's mine. I'm making lunch. I'm not leaving the house until work. At least I don't think I am.
Amazing. All right, guys. So this is CNC Bros. This is a special little podcast stream that we have for you today because we are talking about
We're gonna switch it up.
Nintendo NX. And by that, we mean we are, in fact, going to switch it up.
Switch, boys.
Switch it up. So, yes, we have confirmation, finally, after years of waiting to know what the NX...
Stop that.
After years of getting fake controller images, people trying to shit on the NX. After years of people saying that this wasn't going to be good.
One of those leaks was true. One of those controller leaks. I saw that and I was like, no.
It wasn't going to be good. They got leaked and they were like, shit, we had to do a complete rehaul of the console. And they did in like 5 months. But yes, we finally know what the NX is. It is the Nintendo Switch, and its big gimmick is that you can take it literally anywhere with the power of a console in your hand.
Now, hey, just what does that sound like to you?
A Vita.
Laptop?
What was the premise of the thing that failed? And that's what they said.
Laptops don't fail, Shelly.
It's not the Wii U. The Wii U was a sad attempt to like expand upon the Wii's mechanics.
It failed
because
a Wii U is a DS in your living room.
I thought a DS was a DS in your living room.
Let's not make it into something it's not. The Wii U is a DS in your living room.
I don't know. Well, that's the main topic today because I did not come up with other stuff to talk about.
I thought we were going to finish some of what we didn't get to last time because we did.
Shit, do you have those still?
We did run over. It's in the chat. Ain't no thing to scroll back. We didn't talk about too much.
I should have it in my notes. So we'll get to it if we can. But let's go ahead and get right up into it because this is a big, hefty topic, and we have a lot. We have a lot to cover.
Okay. How about initial reactions?
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and start since I'm pretty middle ground here. I saw it.
Yeah, we have each perspective here.
Yeah.
We do.
Holy shit.
Well, I saw the console for the first time because I didn't know. I thought it was going to be an actual live stream, like a little mini, like a Nintendo Direct.
Right.
But they just dropped the trailer and that was it.
Good job, Nintendo.
Yeah, I was really confused by that. And I was watching. I was like, wait, it looks kind of funky. Like that was my first thought, is that the console itself looked really clunky. But then it was like a 3-minute, 19-second trailer, and I saw them keep unclipping it and taking it places. Like, okay, I can get it. I get behind it. And the thing that stood out to me the most, because I understand the appeal of something like this, and there's a lot of unknowns that we'll get into later, but I was excited for the fact that instead of relying on online connectivity, Nintendo is kind of taking a step towards their old and tried formula and focusing more on local gameplay. Which, if you could get people together and if you can have your own kind of controls, I guess it comes. You can buy multiple controllers for it, and give it to people. You can all play around one screen on the go. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because basically,
well, I mean, from the looks of it looks like it'll already be multiple controllers because the clips you attach to the side can function as each as its own Wii remote. Did you notice that when the dudes were on the court playing 2K?
I wasn't paying attention that hard.
I noticed
that. They duplicated the setup on both sides. They brought back the C buttons from the 64.
Okay.
to act as the ABXY on the other side. So you can take it apart, and you essentially have like two really small Wii remotes.
Now,
Yes. Two
I will
really small controllers.
all right, Shelly, we'll give you turn in a little bit. I will say that the amount of third-party support I saw was very promising, and I think, in my personal opinion, like that's what's going to make or break the console, because people aren't going to want to play it if it's just Nintendo exclusives. Like, you know, Zelda. People are going to buy it, but it's not going to last long, and it's not going to draw in more people, because they've got this big thing that's a focus on local multiplayer, it seems. Because I have no illusion that like the Wi-Fi connectivity of this is going to be anything less than eh. Like most Nintendo devices, like the 3DS has an eh connection. The Wii U had an eh connection.
By them LAN adapters, fam.
Oh yeah. But I like the concept. I have to see more of it, and I have to see how it works. My biggest fear, and this is something I thought of, was like, what if you lose some of this shit? And how expensive is it to replace them? That is my biggest concern, because because this is so portable, it's really going to be easy to break it. You're going to have extra warranties on it. How far is a Nintendo willing to recompensate you if it is stolen or just something unfortunate happens?
Well, I mean, stolen will fall under. If it's stolen, I'd imagine they do the same as any other company would do.
Yeah.
Like, theft isn't a special case in itself so much as like trying to replace a part would be. I can already tell you though, I ain't really taking mine out the house unless it's going into another house.
Yeah, like
I ain't gonna sit outside with it.
Exactly.
Like,
the
I love Aaron, but
the only thing I could think of like that would really work is I was thinking about your little like romps to TC. That makes Smash tournaments so much easier.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because that's just a fact of it. Like a place like that would be okay to bring it in.
Bro, that is a TO's dream. Let me tell you.
That's pretty cool, but I would not bring it out into like the general outdoors, like they advertise, like people going on picnics and be like, "Hey, let's do this," or playing on the fucking basketball court. Like, no.
Go into your barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Karen went to the party just to bring the Switch.
But yeah, those are my first impressions. I have a little bit more to say about it, but I'll let you guys go ahead and get your thoughts and opinions out, and we'll get into the nitty gritty.
Okay. Shelly, do you want to, or?
I kind of want to leave Shelly for last.
You can go next.
Okay. Well, being the perspective leaning more towards it, I'm personally really excited for it. Now, that's not without me having a few concerns here and there. Like, okay, I can take it with me, but what's the battery life on it going to be? Because
I think they said about 3 hours.
About 3 hours. See, that in and of itself. Because, like, being a long-time patron of the company, like, I know the bad as much as the good, and battery life has, like, never been one of their strong points. At least not when something initially releases. They always have to end up, like...
expansions.
Like, the new 3DS models have a better battery life than the old one, but it's only because the old one was so in comparison to begin with. Wii U gamepads, like, do not even get me started. I have a Nyko external battery for a reason. I like it was rumored that they were going to consoles, and I'm like, not consoles, cartridges. And I was like,
no.
I don't know. But thinking about it now, it's kind of a bit of a smart move. Because okay, it's obvious the cartridge isn't gonna hold an entire game. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they got some. But let's assume that it's being installed. Well, the other consoles do that, so installation isn't really too much of a turn down at this point. It's almost becoming the standard. With cartridges, they take less money to produce than, trying to fit everything on Blu-ray disc. They can produce more, and if a game doesn't do as well, they didn't waste a lot of money into producing it because all they had to do was make cartridges. So they can cover themselves and leave room for error in that regard. I like how there are different controllers for it already, and it's not a matter of trying to milk everything that we released as long as they can, a la Persona 4, trying to milk it as long as we can. Having its own separate set of controllers, essentially coming with 2 Wii remotes, that Pro controller. They changed the analog setup
like an Xbox 360 controller.
I mean, it does, and you know what? That's fine. It's got that gritty look, and I eat stuff like that up.
I was like, y'all didn't even try.
I mean, everything comes from somewhere, but as far as tournaments, now that you think about it, it probably still wouldn't be that feasible, because to only use the detachable screen would mean someone would have to use a Pro controller or a Wii remote. And if you're talking about Smash tournaments, nah. Lord knows whether they're going to try to retain the ability to use GameCube controllers on it, via the adapter, in which case you probably have to bring the whole console anyway. But
did George go out, or was that me?
I think I went out.
It was you. Yeah, I heard you. I heard
okay.
The whole time. It's you, Shelly.
Okay.
Oh, man. I'm hyped for all the third-party support. They had that sample list, and I saw Arc System Works.
I saw Square Enix, and I was happy.
I mean, you already know we're getting Realm Reborn and Dragon Quest X. They said that. That stuff in development. But I saw Arc System Works, and I'm like, boy, if we get that Blaze Blue, I'm going to own 2 copies of Central Fiction.
They have Cyber Connect on it, so we might get Final Fantasy VII Remake on it.
Oh. I don't know. I would only have my doubts because it's if they already don't want to be okay, PS4, Xbox One, then I don't expect them to go PS4 and Switch. That's just on principle. I saw Platinum Games and I saw Sega, but more so I saw Platinum Games and Sega side by side. During an interview for Scalebound, Kamiya already said, well, no, not an interview. He got on Twitter and was like, all right, I already want to do Scalebound 2 and Bayonetta 3. I'm not saying we'll get Scalebound, but I do know we'll get Bayonetta. That new Sonic game that isn't Generations 2, but it's not Generations 2. They declared that on the Switch before the Switch even got revealed, so go Sega. Do you remember seeing Atlas?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. I mean,
so Atlas. So we know what that means.
More trauma center.
Oh God.
Yeah.
One day, Game Grumps. One day.
Okay,
Kelly went out and got back in.
This is the shit I'm
on.
talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about.
What?
My internet went out.
Okay.
Dude. Yeah, you didn't see him come back in video?
No, I wouldn't even watch. I'm reading Shokugeki no Soma. I'm not paying attention to this video.
And now the internet's back on. What the fuck?
You sound a little bit.
Whenever you a call,
audio.
It automatically puts you in video. Because I always have to blank out my camera and cut it off.
Yeah, I blanked it out, and then it went back in, and it blanked out again.
Rip.
You sound a little bit boomier with your audio.
That's because I'm on my phone.
Yeah. He had to switch.
Oh.
It's too much of a risk. Ha, he had to switch.
Switch.
I like how they just really subtly was like, here's Skyrim.
I was like, oh, that's a weird fucking game to like announce on your launch trailer.
Wait, which one?
Like, what?
Skyrim.
That was bizarre to me. Like, I
think
guess it
they
was
were
just
trying
to show that.
it could handle it. I doubt it will actually, but
I mean, I think it will. Like,
It'll handle it fine, or they wouldn't have ported it.
yeah. Like, honestly, the Wii U could have handled Skyrim. Like, Nintendo just didn't hit up Bethesda. You say, I'm like, no. Like, yeah, I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles X right now. Like, it.
yeah, but there aren't even like a lot of things in Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's like an empty world.
Well, the fact of the matter is,
Oh shit, you're back, Shelly. There's two of you.
oh man,
That's all what I wanted in my life, to be double teamed by Shelly at once.
what?
I wanted to be double teamed. I wanted to be Eiffel Towered by Shelly. God, I love Scream Queens.
I got back on my computer.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw. Did you hear the part about where I said I wanted you to Eiffel Tower me?
Yes.
Okay.
I was so sad when they killed Chad. Oh my god.
Don't spoil me, damn it! I haven't watched that season!
You already know.
Yeah, I know, because you fucking told me. I was like, shit!
This is
I
a
caught the-
spoiler-heavy podcast, Brian.
Yes! I know!
Eat
And we
your
don't
words.
care. We don't care who's listening.
Eat your
That's
words.
true. I made that statement, so I have no room to complain. I'll accept it. But yeah. Who was talking and what we were talking about? What?
You're talking about empowering me?
I mentioned. I mentioned running Skyrim.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be fine. Like I'm sure. I doubt Bethesda would let such a bad port go again to consoles again, because PS3 was a bad port.
I mean, a lot of PS3 ports were bad ports, my understanding.
Yeah, they were.
Like Kingdom
Bayonetta.
Hearts.
Real talk, there was no excuse for that because
For what?
remember they lost all that original data, so they had to remake it from the ground up. So if they remade it and it's still bad,
I mean, they backwards engineered it and then got like the source code via that roundabout way. But it's like they didn't go back in and make sure all the bugs like that weren't present in the first game. They fixed some things, but updating the graphics and I guess the UI a bit just fucked with the game, because that's riddled with just crashes and like game breaking glitches if you like if you fuck around a little bit. 2.5 has them too, but they didn't. The only bad thing about 2.5 is that the load times were worse, and then there was like the final boss fight, you could just die like instantly because some reaction commands just wouldn't register, and they glitch out, and so that was a problem for like level 1 players. But for a casual player, you wouldn't notice it that much. But yeah, there's still like, if you do like certain things like too fast in 2.5, like the game will crash and it might fuck up your save file.
hey, maybe the Switch will get KH3.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, I said that sarcastically, but maybe. I mean,
Yeah, Brian, you can play it on the go.
It'll have been long enough.
I might do that. Shit.
You're not going to play it on the go.
No, I'm not gonna fucking play it on the Switch. I'm gonna play it on the PS4 like it's supposed to fucking be.
For one, the Switch will be the weakest console.
But if they like remade Days on the Switch, oh yeah, I'd play the hell out of that.
I mean, if they remade Days in general, but I'm not asking for miracles.
They'll probably do it eventually. They won't ever touch Recoded again, but they'll definitely go for Days. Because there's not much you can do to improve upon Recoded. Days could
They
definitely...
can put Pepper Ran in there.
The mistake with Recoded was touching Coded in the first place.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the whole cell phone gimmick for them, but not for us. And then it came to the
mobile gaming
West.
is popular there. It's their thing. It's what they do. So
I know, but it's... I don't know.
Yeah.
It was when it became a Western thing that I was really upset. But anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say. I guess to finish up, so Shelly can proceed to uproot every fruitful seed I have planted in the discussion so far. I'm really excited. I like how if anything, my appreciation for the trailer was that how everything you just kind of had to notice. Like, everyone was like, oh, well, is it backwards compatible? Are they just using footage from these old games? No, you notice features in the games being played that aren't present in their current builds. So it's confirmed that it's a newer one. Like in the case with Mario Kart, you're in possession of 2 items. King Boo is playable, a bunch of differences. Splatoon, greater customization options. A new Mario platformer, like, that didn't need any in-depth analysis. You just kind of saw that.
You just kind of know that every time they release a console, Mario's coming with it.
I'm so...
Well, I mean, that in the stage scene is like, hasn't been one used before. And then Skyrim. And then 2K. Which, honestly, for
no
not
one's
having...
playing 2K on the go.
I mean, you say that now.
Brian, 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 the audience of 2K is black people. Black people aren't going out to play 2K on the go.
On the basketball court? Sure they will.
They'll go to somebody else's house to play 2K now.
They'll go to the court, yeah.
Let's stop playing basketball.
When I play 2K, I want to play 2K on the big-ass screen.
I mean, I feel you on that. I'm the same. I'm not saying that I'm not saying the secondary screen is going to be a selling point. I think the real selling point...
The selling point is the, mobility.
Yeah.
But that's also where it will fail.
I don't know about all that. Simply because, I mean, we still only know so much. I'd argue that it wouldn't, because I don't really think, like in the trailer, they emphasized it, but I think it'll be one of those things where it's like people get it, and it'll be more playing it for the games, having all those controllers present, all the additional features and the third-party support, more than being able to take it places. Like with the Wii, everybody was like, yeah, I'm going to get up, I'm going to move around, I'm going to do these things. People play Wii Sports from their couch. But
damn right, I played Wii Sports from my chair. I stand up for this shit.
Wii U, it's like, oh, I could watch TV while I play this game on the screen. And it's like, nah, man, we just really want Smash Brothers.
I mean,
so I think it's a nice feature, but what'll really do it is just being able to play games, which I guess in essence is, what Nintendo's about, just being able to play games, really.
Well, Shelly, your time to shine.
Okay.
Hit
me where it hurts, bruh.
Hit me in the fucking nads and call me Sally.
Okay, number one, this isn't as innovative as everyone's saying it is, okay? They're not the first ones to do this, they're not the second ones, and they're not the third.
Did he cut out?
Literally, the last thing
Okay.
they did was it was the Wii U. It was the same thing, just you can go farther.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
Number two, the Vita could do the same thing.
The Vita had
The Vita has
much fucking remote play like accessibility as the Wii U did, though.
Now, if you had data or anything like that, you could go anywhere with it.
Who got a fucking contract with the Vita?
A lot of people do.
It's stupid.
Shelly, a lot of people have to own a Vita for a lot of people to have a contract on the Vita.
Exactly. And what was the selling point of the Vita? You could play your AAA games on the go. What's the selling point?
The selling point of the Vita was
the selling point of the Vita. You could play your AAA games on the go. What's the selling point of the goddamn Switch?
You can play local multiplayer literally everywhere. Console quality local multiplayer.
Same thing. If people didn't buy the Vita, they're not gonna go out and just buy the Switch just because you can play it on the go. No one wants to go out and do this shit.
I don't think that's.
They'll buy Zelda because they want to buy Zelda. They want to play Zelda at home.
The portability is not the Switch's selling point, though. It's the local multiplayer's selling point. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can play together with multiple people, and it's easier than ever. And if you have the same kinds of games, like, that's a fuck ton of fun you can have with Smash, Pokemon games. It won't work with Zelda because that's always been single player until the end of fucking time. Oh god, I'm trying to think of games.
You can take it with you and play with your friends. Which you were going to do anyway by taking your console and playing with your other friends.
See, not everybody
does that. You weren't going to go play
it
outside. You weren't going to go play it at the park. You weren't going to go play it at the barbecue.
Shelly, we could get a console-quality Pokemon game.
We're not going to get a console-quality Pokemon game.
You say that, but it's mobile now.
We're not.
It's a mobile console.
What was the point in making Sun and Moon then?
Coliseum HD, let's go.
They should have went ahead and made the goddamn Pokemon game for the goddamn Switch. They knew what they were doing.
It probably will be on Switch.
No,
they announced that there will be one for the Switch.
No! They're going to make a Pokemon game. It's going to be stupid. It's not going to be what we wanted.
Battle Revolution 2.
It honestly
it's gonna be Battle Revolution 2. It's going to have less Pokemon.
Your turn's over. I want to talk.
You can
lost your privileges.
Unless you have a 3DS, you can only play with 2 Pokemon.
No, dude. Sun and Moon will probably be released on the Switch because I was noticing when I was playing the demo, I was like, they're all 3D models in this, and it looks like it can really use an HD.
All right, Brian, I'm going to stop you right there.
Upscale.
I'm going to stop you right there.
It would work. It would work.
It would work. We ain't getting Sun and Moon on the Switch.
You're not getting Sun and Moon on the Switch.
Watch me be right.
You know how incredibly redundant that shit would be? Because no one would buy that shit on the 3DS.
Watch me be right. If they do it, they're stupid, but watch me be right.
There's no reason to put it on the fucking Switch because it's not going to get any kind of upgrade. You're just playing it at home, which you can do on your 3DS. Or play it on the goddamn Go. 3DS.
It would look prettier, though.
No, it wouldn't.
It would, though, because I was like...
It would look pretty.
Sure, you can put it on higher resolution, but if you don't put higher graphics behind it, it's going to look worse.
I'm playing on old school 3DS.
And the 3DS is already weaker than the Vita, so...
That's why we got the new.
Yeah, new 3DS.
Oh, yeah, the new 3DS. Which is still weaker than the Vita.
Yeah, but
is it more popular than the Vita?
Huh?
Yes.
We got games.
Actually, is it?
Yeah, it's more popular than the Vita.
I mean, because they're combining the new 3DS sales with the old 3DS sales. Is it more popular than the Vita?
Yes.
Is it? Has it sold more than the Vita? Because the Vita sold more than the Wii U.
Because people are upgrading constantly to the new 3DS. And people aren't buying more Vitas.
But they said, man, I just bought this new 3DS. Why the fuck would I go out and buy a Nintendo Switch? Just so I can play Pokemon on the same thing I just had.
Nobody said that. You said that.
I said that they might have Pokemon on the Switch.
He said that. That's why I said it.
If they do have Pokemon, if Sun and Moon, for whatever reason, ended up on the Switch. Yeah, no, people would say that, but Sun and Moon's not going to come out on the Switch.
Also, why would I want to buy it on the Switch when it would cost less to play it on the fucking 3DS anyway?
Cost efficiency.
And it's not going to be it's not going to look better.
I mean,
it'll look worse.
At this point in development, it wouldn't even come out at the same time.
I know it would.
It would come out later, so it would look better, but that would take time. And at that point, people could just go ahead and buy it now. It was almost like people's argument with, do I go ahead and buy Smash 3DS? Do I wait and buy Smash Wii U? And then you had those people who bought both. What's up?
Everyone's going to lose those controllers, man.
People will.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the children, because, children are the main target audience of Nintendo. So. Whose side? Because you know it's true.
Me.
Because you know it's true.
I mean, yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Children are the main audience.
Because you see only adults play this in this
Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, in this one they made it seem like, oh man, yeah, we can go everywhere. Yeah, kids. Yeah, teens. It was more teens.
People playing 2K on the basketball court.
No one's gonna play fucking 2K on the
That cracked me the fuck. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, we just got done hooping. Let's play 2K.
Oh man, but I don't feel like driving home. Let's just play right here on the court.
I live on the court and off the court.
I mean, you say it like that, but how realistic is that? I don't feel like driving home. Let's just play right here.
I have to know how the fuck, the chip goes into the tablet, right?
Yeah.
The what now?
Like, the game chip goes into the tablet. What the fuck is the holder for? Is that just the charger?
Charger and, don't know what else.
Maybe
USB port.
We don't know the complete specs of this console anyway. Like, they haven't, gone into detail.
They showed it from, one angle.
Yeah.
Same angle twice.
We need to have someone take it apart like they do every PS4.
There has to be a reason for this. Otherwise, they would just give you a charger cable for the tablet, right?
They probably will as, an accessory later add-on.
As bulky as the holder look, I think it houses USB ports.
Yeah, it has USB.
I think they still do external storage.
The USBs
Which
actually
thank goodness somebody does.
How big are the cartridges?
The size of SD cards.
So a Vita game.
Oh, you
meant man, bigger.
Oh, you meant like storage size?
No, I mean
no
size, actual how big is it in my hand?
Oh no, SD card.
It would have to be
the Vita cards were smaller.
It would have to be bigger than an SD card because people mistook it for having 3DS backwards compatibility, and 3DS game card is roughly bigger, maybe a bit wider than an SD card. Was that a sigh of relief or I don't what?
That was just a sigh of I'm sighing and I'm reading this chapter.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna hear so much about this at work. I'm gonna have to tell some people some things about themselves.
Yeah, it's your job to know about this, so you'll be okay.
Well, it's also my job outside of GameStop to tell people when they're wrong.
Yeah, a personal mission. Are you playing Wind Waker?
I am playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. I probably should be playing Wind Waker because I do need to finish that game. I've been playing that game for what's almost going on 3 years now. One day. My backlog too big. I really shouldn't be playing this because this is even longer than Wind Waker, I assume. Wind Waker is a Zelda game. But this is JRPG. I'm gonna be here in a minute.
I'm playing a fucking
this world's
Western
so juicy.
RPG.
Huh?
I'm still in Act 1 of The Witcher.
I'm waiting on Caitlin to finish Witcher. I watched her play last night, and she was getting bodied. So I'm like, well.
George, you're going to be there for a year and a half. She will graduate before you get a chance to play that game.
Well, that's not even fair because she graduates in December.
That's true. You're fucked either way.
like you're being unreasonable. This thing is level 92. Wow, I better not get anywhere near it. Its tail is in my face. Field action succeeded. Now it's time to run, because being here can one-shot me. I get so upset at this. Why do they send you into these kind of places?
Yeah.
Like, I'm level 12, and it's like, the world is open, so, like, everything coexists. So I walk past some level 5 things, and that's cool. But I, like, trip and fall, and boom, level 30. I need to install another one? What?
I'm waiting to see this foodgasm.
Oh, Food Wars. Alright. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm not hurting you. That's not what I'm here for. Okay, I installed this probe. Now what? Well, I guess while we're waiting on Shelly, anything else that you find yourself wanting to repeat or side?
I mean, what we need to get into, like, once he's done, like, the what can make it succeed, like from his opinion too, like, what can they do to make sure that this has a long life cycle and that it at least matches the quality of gaming that we can get from PlayStation or Xbox One, because they won't be the same games and it won't necessarily be the same graphical improvements, but
yeah,
Nintendo's playing to its strengths with this console, and they're going all out with it. Like, they're jizzing over their own hardware, plain as day, but they want you to jizz over their hardware too. So it's a matter of making sure that, like, all these additives that they're undoubtedly going to give it, and that all these functions are clearly sold to the public, informed to the public, and that we bite into it. Because right now, like, I'm seeing all over Facebook and shit, like, people love it, or love the idea of it. They're at least intrigued, and nobody's, like, wondering about the games. They just want to try the console itself. And the novelty. The novelty is what's driving them. So they've at least got us intrigued, and we're biting. For the most part, because there are people who are hesitant, myself included, because I don't have that kind of money to, like, throw out at random. Because a console is an investment.
Always.
Now, if they can make sure connectivity is not spotless, but close to it, it'll be fine. If they make sure that they keep up the third-party support, and then they keep the confidence of their third parties, and keep a steady supply of games coming out, it should be fine. Like, Shelly was talking about, like, it's gonna. We were talking about your opinion on it, and then we kind of, like, I was just giving my opinion personally about, like, what Nintendo can do to make sure that this has a long life cycle and it succeeds. And I want to hear from you too. Like, even though I know you don't like the console, I want to hear, like, what you think they should do to make sure that it becomes a successful console.
I mean, I just would have rather it not been portable.
I feel that.
And I understand that, but, like,
they're trying to do a gimmick thing again. they're trying to recapture what they did with the original Wii, because they want, with the Wii, it sold over 100 million because everyone's grandma wanted, to exercise and do everything while they could game. That's not going to happen with this console. So I'm interested to see what happens.
And I was saying to George, I was like, Nintendo's jizzing over their own hardware, and they want everybody else to jizz over it too. And I think that that's one of the biggest thing, along with third-party support and continued support, and keeping faith in that market of games and releasing quality games. Connectivity is an issue, but also making sure that they inform us what it can do, exactly what it can do, what it can't do, and making all of the additives that they're eventually going to give it. And all the extra features that they'll add on as time goes on, making
Amiibo
sure
support.
that it means something to the consumer, and to the average consumer too, not to hardcore Nintendo fans who will just rake out money and throw them at Amiibos at the Wii U at any game that comes out because they want to support the console. We need people.
Thanks.
Well, you don't do that all the time. I mean, you haven't bought every fucking Wii U game.
Nope.
Just
Certainly
close.
haven't done that.
Just close.
Not even close.
Uh,
I can't find a copy of Devil's Third anywhere. Those don't exist.
Did you play Wonderful 101?
I do. It's
How was
really
it?
good. I enjoyed it.
Wasn't it like a superhero thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spiritual successor to Beautiful Joe.
I didn't like Beautiful Joe.
Rip. I wish they would have made that third one. I have no idea where I'm going. I need to fast travel.
But yeah,
don't
that's
think
what I
that's
think
game
that
like
they need to do to make it successful. Is to make sure that everyone's on board with this, because I think that this will have a slower start. I honestly do.
No, it'll have a faster start.
But I think that as time goes on, as people hear it and word of mouth spreads, I think that it's only going to catch its stride and keep going at a steady pace. It won't be meteoric ever, in my opinion.
It's
But I
gonna
think
be,
that sales
it's
will
going to
be-
be meteoric at the start because there aren't as many questions with this one as there were with the Wii U. I swear to God, when the Wii U came out, I had no clue if it was actually another console or if it was just the gamepad.
I won't lie. Same.
Yeah, exactly. There aren't that many questions with this one. I actually know what it is.
But are people willing to invest in it? That's the point.
I'm
There-
wondering
there's
if people
been-
are willing to invest in it since we have cell phones.
But you hate mobile games.
Yeah, but white people love them. So,
I mean, he's right.
and Asian people just go, oh my god. It'll sell really well in Japan.
Oh, there's that foodgasm.
Are you watching Food Wars?
I am reading Food Wars, good sir.
Brian reads his mangoes.
Hey, I read One Piece yesterday. God, that was awesome.
I'm actually seeing Hayama do something again for first time in a long time, and it's kind of exciting. But yeah, George, Shelly, go ahead and give your opinions on what do you think would make this a successful console? Because and I want you to be serious about it because I know it's not your thing, but what would you do if you were managing, in detail?
I wouldn't have done the whole gimmick thing. I would have made it just a traditional console. It needs to be about as powerful as the PS4 and Xbox One. That way developers don't have to, work around everything. Also, I wouldn't have started it right now. I would have just kept going with the Wii U. Because in about 2 years, PlayStation's going to reveal their PlayStation 5. Xbox won't reveal their next console because they say they're not going to do another console. I think that's a little bullshit. So they should have waited another 2 years. They need to keep their third-party support up because they had the third-party support at the beginning of the Wii U's cycle, and then after about 2 years, that stopped.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. They need to keep the faith of the market.
So they've got their third-party support now. I don't know how they feel about developing for the portable and everything, but we'll see in about 2 years.
I mean, it's here now. Got to do the thing.
It's not here yet. It'll be here in March.
It's here, Brian. The cat's out of the bag, I mean. Of course, it physically isn't here now.
These 5 months that they've got or so, they need it. And they need it bad. Because they've got a time limit to market, to display it, get it in stores, get people's hands on it. And they need to give time to show like the lineup, the starting lineup, because I don't think we got a lot of. We got some, but we don't have enough.
Yeah.
Multiplayer Metroid game, please.
Well, again, Brian, don't you know Metroid's dead?
A multiplayer 3D Metroid's all I want. Well, besides, like a traditional side scroller Metroid, but
seriously, it would pop off if they announced a MMO Pokemon game or something like remotely close to that.
Shelly, don't be one of
those. It doesn't necessarily have to be an MMO, but
don't be one
make
of
sure
those.
every region's in the game. If you
don't be one of those.
I'd buy Switch.
Do not be one of those.
You've been talking about this for a long time, Shelly. It doesn't work.
And people keep talking about it, and yet Nintendo doesn't listen to them.
Because they need to
continue
making money. Everybody go out or what?
No, I just started. I was reading and waiting for him to finish, and I got distracted. Sorry, we've had a lot of pauses in this podcast. George, what would you do to make sure that this console's life cycle lasts as long as possible and keeps it consistent?
I was in agreement on cutting down the portability, but they've done that. So, at this point, a consistent number of releases, even balance between first party and third party. Because I know third party was a killer at a particular point, but then on the Wii U's launch, they decided to do a bunch of third party. Granted, it was like ports of Mass Effect 3 and Darksiders 2 and whatnot. But then people became distressed at the lack of first party. So it was like, I want you, but I don't, but I do, but I don't. So a Pearl Jam amount of both. That's even flow. Not really focusing too much on, I guess, I don't know the word I want to use for it, but in the similar fashion to how Wii and Wii U emphasize use of Wii remotes and nunchucks and motion control, just kind of straying away from those kind of facets.
Yeah.
And releasing games with optional control, because some people like it, but not everybody does. I know a thing that made Star Fox Zero not be as good as it could have been, not be as good as it could have been, I bet, was that, people liked the game, even though it was pretty much Star Fox 64 HD, but the fact that you were forced to play it with motion control. There was no option to turn them off. There was no way you could use an alternate controller.
There was no real graphical upgrade because it looked like a GameCube game.
There's a graphical upgrade. I
said barely.
Less grain of salt, either or. But just kind of not having the features is nice, but I wouldn't want to impose them on the consumer. So yeah, they released them. They're out now. It's whatever. But for the most part, just focus on making the game and making sure it's accessible to anybody who wants to play, because that's who you want to buy it, any and everybody. Also, for the love of God, I need a Tatsunoko vs. Capcom 2 or Capcom vs. SNK 3, like something. They partner with Arc System Works now. Put Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue on the Switch. Like, they missing out. It's not that they can't do it. Blaze Blue runs on the 3DS.
Thanks for that picture, Shelly.
Oh, you're welcome.
What is this mess? Let me look at this.
You want to screen share it, George, with the whole audience?
Probably not. I hadn't seen it yet.
That's not that bad.
Internet, don't fail me now. Also, I face the same problem I face every time I play this game. I'm completely lost.
That's what happens when you don't have a good mini-map.
Are you alluding to Witcher in some form or fashion?
No, mini-map in Witcher doesn't do me jack of shit. No, I have to go to the overworld map to know where I'm doing anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. Are you facing a similar problem?
No, like... sometimes. The game does, like, help you out in the sense that, like, when you have, like, a specific, like, quest you're going to, it gives you, like, dots that gives you a clear-cut path to it that you won't be inhibited by. So, like, say if I was, like, traveling by a mountain, and there was a lot of paths that I couldn't take to get onto the mountain because they would be, like, too steep for me, the mini-map will, like, automatically plot a course that I can easily, like, traverse. And that's what I like about the game.
Here's to hoping my computer doesn't die from doing this. Here's the picture.
Oh, God. That was a debate. I didn't live message it to you guys this time because I missed, like, a good, like, 30 minutes of it. Like,
Don't be silly. You were just sparing us.
Well, no, I wasn't. I honestly, like, I was playing The Witcher. I was like, oh, shit, the debate's tonight. And I went on, and it said it had started streaming, like, 44 minutes ago. I was like, fuck. So I missed the nasty woman comment. I got to it right when it was getting good.
Wait, what was the comment?
When Trump said, what a nasty woman, in the middle of something Hillary was saying.
Is he trying to, like, lose the election?
Yes, he's Mr. Garrison. Haven't you heard?
Does he want to be president?
I'm sure he does.
Because I don't.
I mean, I don't want to be president either.
I'd say the stupidest things. I'd come out and say SAO is the greatest anime of all time.
And no one would... You'd only lose votes from millennials.
Yeah, I know, right?
On the contrary.
If I was president, I'd be sucking Japan's dick every single day for exclusives.
I'd say that Fairy Tail is, like, 15 times better than Berserk.
That would actually get you some votes.
I think it would too. That's what's sad.
Like, yeah, you would lose some, but you would gain some, and I think the net gain would, yeah.
I think it'd even it out.
It would net you some gain.
Motherfucker. I won't abide such heresy in my country.
If I ever ran for president, I'd be the nerdiest president. I'd keep I'd use Avatar references and everything.
No, dude, like, you remember when, Herman Cain, when he, quoted the Pokemon movie in his closing speech?
Wait, how did the speech go again?
I don't remember what it was, but you remember the song from Pokemon 2000?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what he quoted. It was lines from the song in his, like, farewell speech.
Like the power of one begins with believing. It starts from the heart and goes through the soul and change the world, or something like that.
Yeah. He's like, life can be a challenge, and life can be a dream. I was like, you motherfucker.
He may as well have said, I want to be a hero.
He did want to be a hero. America's hero.
Pokemon? I mean, Herman Cain.
Herman Cain, Pokemon Master.
He said that it was his speechwriter that did it, and it wasn't his fault. But I don't believe it.
I mean, should we be disappointed either way?
No.
I mean, I wasn't disappointed.
I mean,
exactly.
I didn't care about him.
I mean, that just means that he watches anime, and then he's obviously just one of those people who masturbate to anime porn.
Yeah, like Trump supporters. According to that one anchor. I don't know who the fuck that was that said that.
Well, they got us. We've been compromised.
We've been compromised. Everybody, just remember where your allegiances lie. If you love anime, you know the right choice.
I find that mildly disturbing. Anyway,
yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, so, oh, Jesus, what were we talking about?
Final thoughts on the Switch before we continue the subjects from, Tuesday's cast? Monday's cast?
Whenever it was. I mean, overall, I see the Switch as a very volatile piece of hardware. And what I mean by that is that it has a lot of potential, but it can also blow itself up unintentionally if it's not handled with care right at the beginning. Because I see the excitement and I see the passion that I haven't seen for Nintendo in a long time. Like even from Nintendo fans, I've seen a rekindling of some sort of wonder.
I mean, we have all grown cynical.
But that's oh my god, a whale has glitched out in the game. I gotta screenshot this shit. Okay, sorry, I got distracted playing The Witcher. So, yeah.
That's what you call it these days?
I think that Nintendo has done right by its fan base and by new fans, potential new fans, by inciting a sense of wonder in this console and in this hardware. But we don't know enough. All we've gotten is a trailer. One trailer. And we need, in these 5 months to come, to have all of our questions answered explicitly. And I don't mean tiptoeing around it like Japanese businessmen are prone to do. Like, if they tiptoe around the issues and they don't directly answer the questions, whether or not they're trying to, like, preserve some kind of dignity or whatever, like, that's not going to help them. That's going to hurt them, because the less we know about this console, the less motivated people are going to be to buy it. Because right now it looks neat, but it could not be neat, and we need to know more about it. So if Nintendo can handle that and, like I said, sell us the hardware and make us want to fucking, like, jizz over it, it's fine. And they'll be fine, and the sales will be fine. And I have every confidence that even if it doesn't have a good start, that it will eventually catch up to, like, very positive numbers. And,
how does a tank top have more defensive power than body wear? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Have you seen Scarlett Johansson in a tank top?
Okay, we'll go with it.
All right. But anyway, yeah, that's my final thoughts on it. Like, the ball's in your court, Nintendo. Don't fucking fumble it. That was 2 sports at once, and I don't give a shit.
Speaking of fumble, oh my god, yesterday.
Oh my god, that game was amazing. I was getting really pissed off, and then I, like, fun story. Well, I'll tell you this off because I don't want to, like, jeopardize people's names and identities on the podcast.
Oh, look at you.
Well, I mean, it's just privacy thing. Like, I don't know, like, who's okay with their name being mentioned.
Yeah,
but yeah, I saw
associated with our nerdy podcast.
But yeah, that game was just fantastic. Like, just absolutely great, because I was out for like the entire third quarter on accident. Just like I was just not in the stands, and then I came back for the fourth quarter, and it came down to like the last 40 seconds. Like, Troy had a really good drive, and then South like recovered a fumble, and they broke through, and they almost got into the end zone. They had it, and then he fumbled it a little bit, and then got bodied by somebody, and that won us the game. But it was a close game.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I was honestly surprised, but yeah. What are y'all's final thoughts?
Two fumbles within the span of a few minutes just tells me both those teams were trash.
I think they were both really excited, and they just started fucking up for stupid reasons.
2 fumbles, 2 by each team in the span of a few minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
Were they by the running backs?
Huh?
Were they by the running backs?
I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention.
What was he running with the ball?
I don't remember, Shelly. I wasn't paying that close of attention. I was just watching.
God damn it, I need to teach you about football.
Yeah, like, I don't know that much about it. I have a very general knowledge of football. Enough to where I can enjoy it as a casual, like, plebe. But yeah. I don't know, like, what are y'all's final thoughts on the NX, now dubbed the Switch?
I think it should have been called the NX.
I do too. I wish it was called the NX.
You knew it wasn't gonna be.
Yeah, but sometimes you just shouldn't name things. You know what they're named. Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. These are horrible names.
I mean, yeah. I think the Vita was a kind of a bad name, but it works, I guess.
Yeah, no, the Vita's a bad name. Because for one, no one knew what the word Vita meant.
I mean, I knew.
Okay, Brian, if you took Latin classes, congratulations.
No, I just knew. It's really easy to know what it means.
No.
Well, what does it mean?
Life. Vital.
No, it means
Vita.
It means life.
That's what Okay, motherfucker.
No, it means life.
I just said life, and then I said vital.
No,
that's where the root of the word
vital.
comes from.
That's like vital throw in Pokemon. That's not a life throw. It's a vital throw.
It ends your life.
I think
it would be
his point. I think his point is vital, necessary. How do I switch my part?
I don't know. But
life is
either way, like, final thoughts, like, seriously, we got to put this to bed, because we're going to be talking about it a lot more in future podcasts, because we're going to get more information. But I'm excited. I am excited for the console, and I want to see what heights it can get to before it ends up crashing and burning.
If it keeps its third-party support, I predict that it'll sell maybe 25 million. 25 to 30. If it doesn't keep its third-party support, it'll be about
a
little higher where the Wii U is.
You're talking about like launch sales, right?
No, it's not going to sell 30 million on launch day.
Not launch day, but like within like that window of like a few months.
Within a few months, it might sell 3 million, maybe 2.
You think so?
Yeah, that's how sales work.
All right. I'm not an economist. I don't know.
I mean, all you had to do is look at this current console generation and see how it's going. Because the PS4 is outpacing the PS2, the console that sold the most ever, and it's only at like maybe 42 million. Maybe 43.
You're right. What do you think, George?
I couldn't tell you too much on initial numbers, mostly because I don't read stuff till like a month in.
True.
Well, I mean, that's when stuff comes out. About a month. Well, except for those initial numbers.
Yeah. Like launch week and everything, I get all my data on that from when IGN or somebody is like, yeah, such and such has already sold this million. But then later down the road, I go and look and I'm like,
Man,
oh, okay, well, this is how this is doing currently. I mean, I can't either. I say IGN like blanket, maybe like Polygon or Siliconera or something.
Kotaku.
No, you get that out of here. I will.
Yeah, like, no, you can barely trust Kotaku. Kotaku's the one who made news about the PSVR outselling the PlayStation 4 in Japan, and was like making a big deal out of it.
Kotaku said we shouldn't have Keijo.
I mean, I don't give a shit about that though. I told you.
Keijo.
I told you what I thought. I like Kotaku's drive to present news, and I don't like their sensationalist yellow journalism angle to a lot of their opinion pieces. But their gaming news, while not popular sometimes, is relatively correct most of the time, and they aren't afraid to report it.
Is Twitter down?
I doubt it.
Probably.
I've been trying to go on Twitter for like an hour.
No, your whole area sucks with internet.
Well, no, because every other site is working.
Yeah. On Narutopedia. Here, let me try to get on Twitter.
Yeah, because I'm on my phone and it says it can't be retrieved at this time. Who broke Twitter?
The Switch.
Oh my god.
Yep, I can't get on Twitter either. DNS cannot be... Yeah, server DNS address could not be found.
Well.
Twitter's down for maintenance.
It's a...
But how will I tweet about it?
I know, right?
Thanks, George.
I guess I gotta use Facebook.
Ew, love yourself.
I like how this guy on Facebook for the IGN group put favorite fight, Luffy versus Lucci, Naruto v Pain, Beerus versus Goku, Yukiora versus Ichigo, Netero versus Barrowim, and then Saitama versus...
Okay.
And then I put the Dark Tournament.
Beerus versus Goku in Super or in the film?
I didn't like either.
The film was definitely a hell of a lot better.
It was better.
The film was better, and they still kind of with some of the CG.
I didn't like the CG.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that.
Oh,
I get mad because I watched Battle of Gods and I watched Resurrection F, and I'm like, why doesn't Super look anything remotely close to this?
Because it's movie quality.
It's fine. They just blow the budget. Like, they ain't got money. Like, you don't just say something is Dragon Ball and they fund it. Like,
George,
what?
Seriously, you need to join this IGN anime group.
Like, please.
And then just say something about Dragon Ball Super's animation. Just do it one time. And then you'll get a list of people just attacking you.
Will
okay,
they crucify
Shelly.
me?
Okay, Shelly, though, but that's
Will they
your
put me
problem.
on the chopping block? Yo, add me. Add me now.
Like, it's so great.
Don't go in there expected to incite hatred. It's a pretty good group, though, I will say. Like, most people are pretty good. Like, there are some people that are but Shelly's one of them, but he's also my best friend.
I don't go anywhere expecting to incite hatred. Inciting hatred is just part of my existence.
I'm not saying a jack shit on that.
Here you go, George.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Is he in? Is he in?
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Brian Kane is also in this.
We've made history today, folks!
Now we can have a trifecta of people just attacking.
They don't attack me because I'm usually nice. I only get defensive when people attack Berserk.
Yeah, you should have civil. You should have civil debate. I attack people who just post about Fairy Tail.
Yeah, like I just get really iffy when people attack Kingdom Hearts and Berserk. Like those are the only two like I really like will defend constantly. Because there was one guy I remember that was like, yeah, like fuck them for like making these games for all these consoles, and like I don't want to pay for this new game to like figure out what's happening. But then in the same breath, people are like, well, why are they making Kingdom Hearts 3 so big? Like I want to know all the story. I was like, okay, listen.
I yelled at somebody for that. Like somebody I knew. I was like, look.
I was like, you gotta pick your battles and pick your poison, because like me, I've supported Kingdom Hearts on across every platform it's been on. I bought every console, every game was on, just for that game, and I've discovered a lot of new games because of it, and a lot more fun quality play experiences.
I found this funny.
Wait, what'd you say, George?
What funny?
I'm screen sharing.
Oh.
Out of the free water cup. What an asshole. Shelly, you know what you think.
About what?
People using the free water cup at McDonald's.
Can I get $1 sweet tea?
Oh, I don't care about that. All our drinks are $1 now. So.
Really?
Nice.
Shit, I need to go shop at McDonald's.
So every day when I walk out of my McDonald's, I grab a large cup and just give me something to drink.
Hey.
Because like everything's $1, so y'all shouldn't care, right?
Nick and Chance went to a McDonald's that didn't even have sweet tea, but they got like $1 sweet teas, and so she just handed them the cups. It's like you couldn't be mad. They didn't have sweet tea.
That's disgusting. I'm only mildly
They didn't have it, or like it was behind the counter or whatever, but it's just like, whatever, here you go. Field action succeeded.
I met a girl who went to Murphy or something one time when I was here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really remember, but she remembered me, I think.
Oh.
Brian, that's never good.
No, that is never good. Well, I mean, like, I didn't talk to a lot of people when I was in high school. I didn't like people when I was in high school. But she gave me a free ice cream, so
nice.
It's great. I don't know if she was trying to like give me subtext about that chocolate swirl, but you know.
Dang it, Brian.
I'm sorry.
You said it, we listened, and I was like, good. No euphemisms, no double entendres. We made it.
All right, guys, I got you.
Are you sure? What are you doing?
Okay, look at this.
I don't want to look at anything.
Yo, heal you. I gotta heal me.
I saw that earlier today. It was great. Okay, I gotta get a.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm looking at the comments for it, and someone's like, "Haha, so true," and then someone's like, "Goku won't use it again because it's too dangerous. It's pointless." Is this man retarded? Does he not realize he's watching a shonen?
Don't say retarded, Chili. It's not nice.
Is this man special?
Not much better, but all right.
But kick our ass, okay.
I mean, it'll come back, but it won't ever be like. It'll be like Fairy Tail kind of power up.
I said shonen.
Only when it's convenient.
Shonen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that just means convenient.
It means a little boy.
Yeah, convenient.
Oh.
I'm scared. Hold me. I don't want you to Eiffel Tower me anymore with your clone.
Oh, there was a clone in there?
Yeah, well, I mean, you just told him to hold you.
Yeah, I said it when you like came back
when
on
you cut
the
out.
Chat, and there was two of you on the call.
I thought you were just saying that you wanted me to do it.
No,
not me and my.
No, like there's nothing. There's no incentive for me to ever say that to you.
Oh no, he meant it. He meant that. so much.
Anyway, yeah.
All right, don't know how I'm supposed to... yeah, let me pull up the chat.
I think I have them on my notepad. I just don't know if I still have them on my notepad.
Oh, you have a notepad.
That's kind of precious.
That's
Not
my
saying
work
that
schedule.
condescendingly. I'm just like, you know, it's cute.
Man, we chatted a lot.
We did. I was like,
Yeah,
it won't be
about the
that
NX.
much.
Okay, I got it.
About the Switch and about the game.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
I think it was only the last 4 that we didn't do.
Yeah.
All right, well, Shin Godzilla, I guess.
Ended up
So-
not being able to see it. Well, I say not being able.
No,
I
it
just-
got extended.
Yeah.
You can go see it still. They added it in for, I think, 2 more weeks. Up to the 17th, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
But see, now I'm even more broke than I once was.
Damn, that's broke.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so before I get into like the movie discussion, I do want to say that
But how do they want me to get up here?
this is a trend that's been going on for a while, where we used to not see a whole hell of a lot of anime films unless it was like major franchises like Pokemon level of like stature.
Yeah.
And that was and then maybe like
Not
stuff like
Pokemon
Ponyo.
solid.
And then, yeah, Ponyo, Pokemon, Digimon, Once Upon a Time. Like, those are the only kinds of... And maybe a Studio Ghibli film, like, every now and then. And that's been in the past, like, 7, 8 years. Now, in the past, like, 2, 3 years, it seems to me that anime films have been on the rise in popularity. And a lot of that, I think, is just because millennials... are getting more exposed to anime just through the nerd culture and whatnot, and word of mouth is working.
I don't think it's that they're getting more exposed. I think it's that millennials were the generation that was exposed to anime.
Well, I think millennials.
That's when Toonami came on.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but I also think that millennials are like expanding other people like who aren't into anime. I think that they're spreading it by word of mouth and be like, "Hey, let's watch this." Like, okay, let's watch this. Like, there's an anime film out right now. I don't really know its premise, but it's called Your Name.
Dude, I
It's
guarantee
doing
you.
it's making a shit ton of money.
I guarantee you, in 12
That's the one
years,
with the...
our
that's the one with the
president's
Death Girl,
favorite
ain't
anime
it?
is going to be Dragon Ball Z. Guarantee you in 12 years.
What'd you say, George?
I was like, isn't that the one with the Deaf Girl?
I don't know. I
sure.
don't know nothing about that movie. I've tried not to. Yeah, I've tried not to spoil anything about that movie for me.
It's not a spoiler. That was the premise. This was stuff I saw in the trailer.
Yeah. But yeah, I just I've been noticing that like anime films have been getting more and more Western releases because I think nerd culture, whether it's good or bad, has been seen as a profit now.
Why would it be bad?
The more it becomes a profit, and the more they realize they can exploit it.
God, you're right.
The
We
more
have
they're-
Last Airbender.
Yeah, the more they know that they can exploit it.
Stop.
We also had Dragon Ball Evolution.
We had
We
what?
also had we had Dragon Ball Evolution,
we had
and we
what?
also had the American Godzilla from like 1997 or whatever.
Sounds like Brian's talking about things that don't exist.
Exactly.
We also had Fan Four Stick.
We also
Oh.
had Hitman. And we also had this Power Rangers movies coming out.
That's looking good, sir.
Shh, I'll save judgment.
You're outnumbered on this podcast, sir.
I mean, it looks good, so you remember it's a Power Rangers movie. Then you're like, huh?
That's what I was remembering.
That was my initial reaction. I'm
Well,
like,
I mean,
man,
it's it's
look
not going
good
to be like
as
the show,
not.
because half the show was made from the Sentai.
Yeah.
But yeah, the point is though, like you saw it with Naruto. I think, well, it was happening before then. I think Battle of the Gods was like the renaissance for anime films, to be honest.
Thanks, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I think that like because that had such a popular showing with everyone here in America, almost, or everyone that was interested in it.
All Goku had to do was go Super Saiyan 4. Said he went Super Saiyan God.
Another one.
But yeah,
at least GT
I think
canon.
That's what it happened, or what happened at least. Like that's when I think anime films started to get more and more popular again. And then you see like Boruto coming over here. Naruto, the last, had a little bit of a run.
The last.
And then the list goes on, and now we're here, and we're getting a Godzilla film like straight from Japan imported in. Like it used to be that they just get like. Oh, I gotta get into that in a little bit, but
do you know how much money it made?
A fuck ton.
But do you have a number?
I don't have a number.
Because I can gauge a fuck ton if you just tell me the number.
I don't know. Hold on, let me look it up. Net. What would it be? Net gross of a.
Yeah.
Just put in Shin Godzilla opening weekend number.
That too. Something box office.
U.S., not Japan.
I'm doing total profit.
No, don't do total profit. You have to do U.S. I'm not talking about what it made in Japan. I want to know what it made here.
I mean, it would be counterproductive to the statement you're making if you did.
It's made $74.5 million US since it released last week, and it was supposed to end.
I don't believe that in the slightest.
It's and that's in the US dollars.
Since last week.
Yeah, it's been in theaters since last week.
I still don't believe that.
It was supposed to end on Wednesday too, and then they extended it because it was making so much money. It's a really good movie. And I'll go ahead and get into the talking about the movie. So basically, if you're a fan of Evangelion, of Shiro Sagisu, if you're a fan of Godzilla, this movie's a wet dream for you. And let me tell you, he remixes Evangelion songs in the soundtrack. Just like 2 of them, I think, but it's enough to make you notice. He includes the old, mono... How do you say that? Mono-sounding... Mono-roll... I can never say that word.
Like...
The old Godzilla tracks. The old Godzilla, like, themes and, like, songs. Like, the classic ones are in there, too, along with the soundtrack.
How did it jump that high?
Huh?
Okay, I'm reading an article. It says in the first 3 days of its release, it hit the 1 million mark. Now it's at 74.5 million.
Word of mouth, dude.
Like, what?
Word of mouth. It's a good fucking movie.
I won't lie. At the Funimation panel at AWA, they were hyping that up alongside everything else.
Like,
well, let me tell you about
it.
Like, they were pushing it.
Watch Godzilla. It's a good movie, or Shin Godzilla. And all you people at home, like, go invest in this movie. It's a really good film. But, like, I won't lie, like, I had more fun with the soundtrack than I did, like, in the beginning of the film. Because that was when I didn't realize that Shiro Sagisu, like, the guy that did the Bleach soundtrack, the Magi soundtrack, and the Berserk soundtrack, like, I didn't realize his name was in the movie. It makes sense that it would be. But I heard his choir, like the choir that he always uses in everything he does, and I slapped my hands on my knees in the theater, and everybody started looking at me, like, because I had a knee-jerk reaction. I just got so giddy.
Okay, wait, hold on.
It was great.
Okay, I'm looking at Japan yearly box office. Shin Godzilla is at number 2, but it's got 74,600,000. I think that they added all the numbers together. Okay, that makes more sense now. okay, because no, Brian. You know how big of a jump that is? In your first 3 days, just break $1 million.
Shelly ain't want to hold that L.
In the first 3 days, you make $1 million, and then you jump to 74.
Okay, well, let me investigate. Like,
what?
Let me investigate this then, because like I just looked it up on Wikipedia, and it just said U.S. dollars. I was like, hey, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Okay, release profits.
Yeah, and box office, Godzilla Resurgence becomes biggest live-action film of the year with $60 million. Yeah, they're combining them together. Because this was from September 5th. Ooh, okay, man. I was like, what? That makes no
But
sense.
yeah, like...
But
it's
still really good.
Yeah, it's a really good fucking movie. For an import.
Yeah.
Like, for an import in Japan, I mean, in America, like, people are watching this and like, shit, this is a good Godzilla movie. Because this is what we were raised on, or at least the Godzilla fans, because we had, like, the old, like, janky rubber suit Godzilla that was still cool as shit. But, like, that died down, and then America, like, released 2 films with the Godzilla brand on it, and first one was shit. The second one was alright, but it wasn't that great.
Now we're gonna have King Kong versus Godzilla.
Well, this one blew the fuck out. Like, it blew it out of the water. And let me tell you, like, this is the most threatening Godzilla has ever been, in my opinion, because he does some brutal ass shit.
Was Godzuki there?
No, Godzuki doesn't fucking exist.
What are you talking about? He was in the cartoon. I saw him.
This is a reboot. This isn't an American cartoon.
No lie. The first time I saw, like, a live-action Godzilla, I was like, where is Godzuki? And then I saw a tiny dinosaur. I was like, oh my god, there he is!
There is Son of Godzilla in some of the movies.
That's Godzuki!
Yeah! But he's not called Godzuki. He's just called Godzilla Jr.
Well, yeah,
or something. I don't know.
Godzilla Jr. just sounds stupid. Godzuki sounds better.
I mean, I know.
Gamakiki, what?
Gamatatsu.
Gamabunta. But yeah, like, the movie was great. It was mostly, like, dealt with the people, like, trying to deal with how to get rid of Godzilla. Like, it's focused on the people more than the monster. But it was good interaction. It wasn't boring as shit like it was in the American one that just came out, like, a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. Where it was, like, a whole subplot dedicated to these human characters that no one gives a fuck about. It was actually just them. They see the monster. It's the government trying to handle how the best way to take him down, and then they take him down. Not before he destroys Tokyo. Like, absolutely devastating. Oh, and you know the Magi sound. You know the Magi soundtrack and the Berserk soundtrack, though, Shelley.
Yeah.
And George. Like, when you end up watching this movie and see when he destroys Tokyo, listen to the track that plays, and you'll like, this is fucking anime as shit.
Godzilla!
Like, this is the most anime film I've seen in a long time. Like, just typical film. It was great. It was honestly great. The ending was a little bit flat. And I will say that because it kind of resolved itself really quickly when you thought it would have, like, at least 15 more minutes of runtime. And it just kind of ended on a flat note. And they opened, and Anno left it open for a sequel. But it wasn't, like, a super pushy, like, sequel. It just, like, did a camera shot on something that could become a problem in the future. But it wasn't super explicit that, hey, there's going to be more trouble. So I respect it. I love the film. I had a lot of fun with the soundtrack. That was my favorite part about the entire film, besides seeing Godzilla actually do cool shit again. The CG was beautiful. Oh, God, that CG was beautiful. Camera shots were nice. I gave it while I was watching it, I gave it an 85, and then after I saw the ending of the movie, I was like, I'll bump it down to an 80. And then I went on Rotten Tomatoes like immediately once I got to home, and the consensus for audience and critics is an 81%. So I was like, I'm right on the money.
Ooh, look at you.
Okay, I'm still looking at the list of the Japan box office, just to see what their top 10 is. Number 10 is Assassination Classroom, The Graduation. I don't know what number 9 is. I don't know what number 8 is. Number 7 is Secret Life of Pets, for some reason. Number 6, One Piece Gold. Number 5 is Detective Conan. Number 4 is Finding Dory.
Hey.
Number 3 is Zootopia, and then number 2 is Shin Godzilla, and then number 1...
And number 1 is Your Name.
Yeah. Your Name, Kimi no Wa.
But yeah. What do you guys think about this new trend, though, of anime films becoming more and more popular? Like, are you in support of it?
Yes,
what do you think?
I want to see One Piece film Gold in January.
I'm going to go see it too, and if I can make it up there with you guys, I definitely will.
I mean, I don't see what the I don't see what the problem with them would be.
There's no downside.
There's no downside.
Unless
it's
it's
another
so bad.
genre, just like everything else.
It doesn't make money. Then you had to spend money like that for no reason.
I mean, it will probably encourage people to it'll probably encourage people to come out and see it more, because there's already the deal of, yeah, there are these anime films, but they always get dubbed and straight to home video release over here, in which case nobody's gonna pay for them. They're just gonna watch them online or download them.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this top 100 list,
what the fuck?
Even if Godzilla didn't make the money that it did, and if it only used the money that it came from the U.S., it still would have cracked the top 100 here.
Damn. I'm sorry that you're so surprised that this movie did so well, but it's a good movie. You should watch it.
No, it's not bad. I'm interested about Japan's box office.
I don't think a lot of people go to movies in Japan.
Because their highest grossing movie is 1,407,000. That's the highest.
Well, Japan cinema's not as big of a thing as it is over here. Hollywood cranks out the big hits.
Well, yeah, Hollywood and
Bollywood.
Whatever the hell China does. Because they have a big box office.
Was that a sneeze?
Yes, sir.
That wasn't a sneeze. That was a fucking mating call.
I'd hit.
I'd tap. I'd bite.
This is exactly the stuff one of my professors warns about in my class. One of our assignments is that we have to do and turn in a podcast. But we have to...
Are you going to use us as an assignment?
No.
Please, for God's sake, do it.
One of her clauses was that we had to mind the content we proposed and used, and that because in the professional world, you don't want to put out anything too vulgar or too offensive or too lewd. And it's I can get by with, not being vulgar and not being offensive, but we do break the lewd barrier on occasion. Case in point.
I mean, we could do a mini podcast one day for your assignment if you need help.
Okay.
I'm not lying. I can keep it clean. I can keep it PG for one podcast. Just one. Everybody gets one. Shelly, you're not in on it.
Okay, no. I'm looking at China's box office, and their number one's at 526.
Jesus Christ. That's because they have a lot of people though, and they're all bored.
Well, yeah, they're all communists and shit.
I don't think that has anything to do with it, but I do think that China they have less pastimes to explore besides the box office.
Yeah, they're just now getting video games.
Yeah.
Oh, an article came out today that China already had a version of the Switch.
Where the fuck was this?
It came out today. It was funny.
Japanese execs stealing ideas.
Well, I was watching Review Tech USA, and someone had like this type of tablet where you could put these two controllers on, and he was wondering, was the NX going to be like that? And then that's what happened.
Yeah.
Weird.
I'm trying not to die. Try not to die.
I'm trying
not to die.
Find this cavern that I'm supposed to be in.
What is the Monkey King 2?
Huh?
It's in their top 5.
The Monkey King is probably a film based
Adventure on the west, up to the west.
Yeah, Journey to the West.
Yeah. Which is what Dragon Ball is based on.
Kung Fu Panda 3 is number 7. Well, yeah, they're
How the fuck?
There was a third one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. It was his dad. And no one saw it.
Pandas. Pandas are from China.
But what about the broads in Atlanta?
I got broads in Atlanta.
Okay, so...
Oh yeah, sure. This thing just like pops up out of the ground at level 30. I'm done with this game. I really am. This is killing me.
I mean, at least you don't just run into like a level 37 fucking griffin randomly in the wild like you do in The Witcher.
No, instead a level 42 whale shark, whatever it is, flies over my head for about a few feet. It's
I like
fine.
how Star Wars wasn't in their top 10.
For China or for Japan?
China. I didn't see it in Japan's either.
Because, I mean, Japan, from what I understood, had that mad love.
I mean, Star Wars hasn't been in the box office for a long time.
True.
Yeah, but I checked 2015 and it wasn't even in there. There's Star Wars for Japan at 97 million. That's all. Wow. Shin Godzilla almost did better than it was only 20 million short of Star Wars.
I mean,
Let that
yeah.
sink in.
I believe it.
China box office 15. Jesus.
I like to get on Wikipedia and look up best-selling video game franchises of all time.
I don't think Star Wars released there until January.
Okay, so while we're on the subject of other topics...
Yeah.
It's so interesting, though.
I mean, it
Might as
is
well
interesting.
grind.
I mean, anime films, I think, are getting their own place in society. And I think that eventually animation won't be seen as a kiddie medium. And we'll get good quality animated films again, like we did
But
with
Brian, we got a
Disney.
sausage party.
That's CG, that doesn't count.
I was being a
And I
different
know-
kind of sarcastic with that, but okay.
Well, I mean, I'm quoting Nostalgia Critic on this, but, like, it's his opinion that, like, CG is considered more adult because it's not hand-drawn. For whatever reason, adults are less apprehensive to go see a CG movie than they are a hand-drawn animated film.
But Brian, you know what this means?
What?
Berserk.
God damn it. I swear to God, if Berserk got like Berserk Part 3 got a Western release, which it probably did, and just people went to go see it by word of mouth, they were traumatized forever. Good God. That would have been fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to go talk about... I was going to talk about where I'm at The Witcher 3 and my little update in it. So, I'm in Act 1 still, and I'm side questing and basically filling out this new map that I'm in, but I am in Skellige finally. So
Yeah.
it's I love this environment. I love this landscape. Like, it's really nice and pretty.
I love it so much.
Oh, it just looks good.
Oh, what else was on the list?
That and anything else you guys want to talk about?
What are we playing? Which is your Witcher 3 update?
Hey, what are we playing though? If we haven't already discussed it in the stream.
What?
I am patiently waiting for BlazBlue Central Fiction, which is pretty weird that I'm not playing anything story-driven in the meantime to wait out something I'm just going to lab out for about a few months. I am trying to finish the Ace Attorney series, though.
Yeah? How's that going?
I'm on the very last trial of Ace Attorney 2.
When Danganronpa gets released on the PSN, and I have a paycheck, I'm getting it. And I'll put it on my Vita.
Wait, what are we talking about right now? I went to use the bathroom.
What are we playing?
What are we playing right now?
Danganronpa.
I mean, I want to play it so bad.
Did you play the first one?
I haven't played any of them.
Oh. I think they just released the third one not too long ago.
I think they're about to.
Or that. It's one of the two.
But yeah.
A level 81 orangutan just walks by in the middle of my fight.
Well, I'm playing Rocket League, Madden, Assassin's Creed, Syndicate, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and the Harry Potter Lego collection.
Oh,
I stopped playing Soul Silver for now, but I'll probably get back to that. I'm probably fixing to start up Final Fantasy VI again. Because I was playing it while I was at Troy for a bit, but then I took a break because I was trying to show Jessica 8. I'm playing The Witcher 3. I took a break from Digimon for a bit, but I'll probably finish that next.
Yeah, I still need to do that 6th grade challenge.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing Digimon like in tandem with Final Fantasy VI because I'll have 6 on my Vita, and then I'll play Digimon on my PS4 whenever I get free time.
I mean, that 6th challenge is scaring me because I know after that I got to do the 7th one, and I know what the 7th one is.
What's the 7th one?
I think it's Justimon, and like for the longest time he doesn't take damage. Like you like legitimately have to use strategy for that one.
But yeah, I've got a few games that I'm about to start, but the ones I'm playing right now are 358 by 2 days. Started that up again. Not even out of the prologue, really. I'm playing on Proud Mode too, so.
Oh man, look at you.
This is the first time I played that game on Proud Mode, and I didn't realize that I'd never played it on Proud Mode. And fuck, this game's kind of hard because it's hard to control. And I usually don't play any Kingdom Hearts game like less than Proud. And I'm wondering if this is the reason why I never played it on Proud.
Does that make you proud?
I mean, if I end up beating it, I'll be happy because like I like to play all my games on Proud. The only game I won't ever play again is Recoded. Because I played that on Standard, I'm fine with it.
But you gotta play it on Proud.
I don't want to fucking play it on Proud.
Aren't you proud of yourself?
I hate Recoded. No, I'm not.
I'm not proud of him because he didn't finish it on Proud.
I cheated the game.
I'm proud of you, but you still beat it.
Like, there's stuff you get through getting on stuff, like through getting past stuff on Critical, but you can adjust the difficulty during the game using that little glitch board.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Yeah, so I play through most of the game, and then when I want extra stuff for experience, I hike the difficulty up for like a boss fight or something. So I like fight Data Roxas on Critical.
See, Brian, why don't you just do like that? If you're not cheating, you're not trying to win.
Because that's fucking stupid, and I don't want to do it.
But you're utilizing a game mechanic.
But I also hate that game, so...
I mean, fair.
Trade-off? What's the trade-off?
You'll be proud.
I don't want to be proud of that game. Like, Shelly, you think I'm fucking kidding with you. Like, I hate that game.
You think this is a game?
Yes.
Don't learn
Bad
how
game.
No, I was...
Yeah, I know what you're doing. I'm just being very not rhetorical. I fucking can't stand it. It's a bad game. It had weird mechanics that were kind of shoehorned into it. Like that's definitely the weakest Kingdom Hearts title by far. Second weakest would be 358 in terms of gameplay. I love its story. 358 has like an airtight fucking story. Very self-contained, very good, very easily
gave me a
accessible.
version of Sora that I can actually stand.
Yeah, like it's tragic. It's beautiful. It has a lot of depth to characters that you really didn't get to see a good side of in 2. The narrative in 358 by 2 Days is one of the best. I don't care whatever anybody says. Like that's my favorite.
Yo, nobody say. Nobody.
Now, Kingdom Hearts 2, best gameplay. Bar none. Like, Birth by Sleep comes kind of close, but not really. Because Birth by Sleep was really fucking easy. On any difficulty.
I'd hope that the second only numbered game would have the best gameplay.
I mean, it depends on who you're asking, honestly, because some people think that Dream Drop Distance has the best gameplay, or Birth by Sleep, and those are both like handheld titles that are comparable to each other in terms of engine. Now, the DS titles, fuck their combat. Fuck them, as I'm discovering now. Days has not aged well in terms of gameplay.
Facebook is so boring. Jesus. I hate to... Man, why did Twitter have to be down?
Right.
Alright, guys, so what the fuck's Overwatch? Because I want
Bruh,
it.
you don't know?
Is this thing on
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about that game, except that it's a shooter like Call of Duty.
Is this thing on Pornhub?
No. Nah, man, it's a shooter like Team Fortress 2. There's a difference. Never mind. Alright, so dig it. Blizzard was like, we're gonna drop a shooter and we're gonna have all these awesome unique characters and so on and so forth. And they'll be from all these different nationalities, and some of them will be heroes, some of them used to be heroes, now they're villains. And then there's Harambe for some reason. And it is a really fun game. Like, regardless of how you feel about shooters, it is enjoyable.
I heard that it's got, like, seasons in it? An episode?
Yeah.
Is it an anime
seasons.
in the game? Is the game structured like a TV show?
No. Okay, so over the summer, you had the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio, right?
Yeah.
You had special game types centered, around the events. In this particular case, it was Lucio Ball. So you played Rocket League, and everyone used Lucio instead of cars. And you got special loot boxes that had special costumes and skins
I think I
and
saw
everything
that.
like that. Yeah.
God, that looks
This
horrible.
time around, Lucio Ball was awful, but that's just because I don't like Rocket League on principle. This time it's like Junkenstein's Revenge, which is this weird tower defense, which the game itself isn't tower defense. Like, you're still playing Overwatch, but you have to keep robot zombies from coming to break the door, and every now and then an enemy will show up. It'll be Reaper, it'll be Junkrat, it'll be Roadhog, it'll be Mercy, whatever. And, you basically have to hold out for as long as you can. And
I'm watching Lucio Ball right now.
yeah, no, don't. Why?
God, that looks... Oh my
Stop
God,
that.
that looks so boring.
Junkenstein's Revenge is a lot
It's like-
better.
It's like they got someone who made Rocket League and said, make this smaller, no cars, less crazy, but yet somehow slower.
Yeah, nah. But outside of special game types to fit in with the seasons, though, playing the game itself, the whole team deathmatch style shooting is great because everybody's got all these like weird skills they can use that contribute to the game. Like Reinhardt,
Yeah.
he can, he's got a jetpack or whatever built in his armor. He can boost and pin people, and so you could for real ram somebody off of the map. Diva's
George,
ult
did you ever score a goal?
once.
Is that why you don't like Rocket League?
That's not why I don't like Rocket League. Like I look.
Oh, in Rocket League you've only scored once?
So what?
I said in Rocket League you've only scored once?
I never played Rocket League. I thought you were talking about
okay.
a Lucio Ball.
I was.
Lucio Ball like once or twice. I really don't remember because I didn't play it that much. Rocket League was one of those things where I looked at it and was like, I'm probably not gonna like this. And then I played Lucio Ball and was like, yeah, I probably definitely wouldn't like this.
Dude, no, you'd love watching me now in like an advanced game.
Oh yeah, for whatever reason, like I look at it and I don't like playing it, but I don't mind sitting and watching somebody play Rocket League.
Yeah, like I don't mind watching Shelly play either.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like it's amazing like how much better I am now than I was like 3 months ago.
I don't think I saw you play before, except like maybe one time.
Because
When we were drinking together.
if
Yeah.
you don't have if you have people who are like legitimately horrible at the game will be boring.
I feel that.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, no, play you
So-
some Overwatch.
I want to, and I does it have like this big lore to it?
Yeah.
Because that's what I heard. I was like, I can get into that because I love like my mythos and my mythology and shit like that. But like, I just
There was
I
a
don't,
thing. Oh, go ahead.
the only thing I'm worried about is like people have had all this time to get good at it, and I have not spent any kind of effort into it.
The game has been out since like maybe well into May, and people are still bad at it. Believe me.
Okay.
Yeah, like there are a bunch of people who are still bad at Rocket League.
And I mean, honestly, and that's not to. This isn't to put anybody up on a pedestal. This is just like from what I've seen. If we're playing on a console, we're already just kind of bad on principle. Because I've like watched PC people play. I've like seen PC
Well, yeah, they have a
matches
mouse
in
and
comparison
keyboard.
to console. Yeah, and it's a different. It's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see.
Hashiri dase,
Brand new
hashiri
place.
dase. Da 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 da.
Brand new
da, da,
attitude.
da, da.
Okay,
It's still
now
I like how we all
Yeah.
all started
which
singing
anime that was
different
from.
openings.
Which anime was that from? I can't remember. I don't know why.
From me?
Oh my god, that was One Piece.
Yeah, it was One Piece.
I remember.
Piece.
Never mind.
Pokemon.
We
Little
all
Mermaid.
started singing fucking different anime songs.
Little Mermaid is best anime.
What about
Little
Cory in
Mermaid's
the House?
annoying as shit.
Yeah, you're right. Cory in the House is best anime.
Where did the whole Cory in the House is the best anime thing come from?
I have no idea. You know what? Time to look it up. Where did Cory in the House anime come from? Know your
Darn it,
name.
I should have started singing Crazy Rainbow Star.
How did Cory in the House as an anime start? How did Attack Helicopter as a gender start?
I mean, we ain't gonna get into all that.
No,
I just
well,
put my
no,
headset
that
on
was
my
in
face.
that was in the autofill.
Okay, well, I might get into Overwatch eventually. Has it gone down in price at all?
I doubt it.
Same.
Eh.
But I mean, that doesn't mean you can't find a used copy. People who
Yeah.
buy the game and are like, "Ugh, I don't want this," and then take it back.
Or buy it digital.
That's gonna make it full price either way.
Yeah, but it's technically cheaper.
Yeah.
Tax.
Retail copies are Overwatch Origins Edition, which comes with additional skins. If you buy it digital, you can buy just base Overwatch, which is like I think $10 less.
Without tax.
Yeah. If you're on Plus, which I'm pretty sure you are. Like,
yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, you would save yourself probably up to like $15 or so dollars. I don't know.
$14, $15.
$14, $15.
Seriously,
yeah.
I don't remember the last time I bought a physical game. I think it was Madden. The last Madden.
I thought it was Arkham Knight.
Okay.
No, you did get the last Madden. Because I remember you sold Arkham Knight for it.
According to this Reddit comment, it came from Filthy Frank, to this person's knowledge. YouTube channel where in an episode talking about weeaboos mentioned that his favorite animes were Seinfeld, Cory in the House, and Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tank Engine can fucking kill Naruto if he wanted. Fucker's overpowered as shit.
Brian, I watched Keijo this week.
You did? Did you like it?
I still need to. Oh my god.
Yeah, they were playing rugby and everything.
I might watch it at work.
That's not Keijo.
I was watching All Out, and the school they were playing against was called Keijo.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'll watch it at work if I don't end up watching it before then.
I haven't watched the third episode yet. I haven't watched the third episode of Iron-Blooded Orphans either.
Depends on who I'm working with.
We check Anime News Network before we move into this next topic. You guys have anything you want to discuss? Anything crossing your mind?
You should really play Overwatch. Get featured on the stream. I stream Overwatch on Saturday mornings, twitch.tv/Giorgio Fiorello for anybody watching.
Are we friends on PS4?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought so. I just never see you online.
Only ever really on Saturday mornings when I stream, and then occasionally throughout the week if I need to turn on my Spotify or if I'm labbing out BlazBlue. I'm not
Virtual reality Galgun game announced.
Wait, what?
Fuck me in the ass.
Is it double piece with VR support or a new game altogether?
Let me look. NT Creates announced during its Galgun TV Returns live stream event on Nico Nico on Friday that it is... Shut the fuck up. Even I know what that is, and it means shit. It translates to shit. On Friday knows that it is developing... on Friday, that is developing a virtual reality Galgun game, tentatively titled Galgun VR, so it is a new game.
Ooh.
Staff also unveiled a screenshot of Galgun Double Pieces Heroine, Shinobu Kamizono stuck in a window.
Oh.
Can't see panties.
Oh.
But I
Pokemon
sure
Sun and Go developer wants to add Pokemon Go interaction.
What?
Pokemon Sun and Moon developer wants to add Pokemon Go interaction.
Did anyone tell him why he can't do that? Did Tsunekazu Ishihara
wait, who
take this
suggested
man by
that?
the throat and tell him?
The Pokemon Sun and Moon developer wants to add Pokemon Go interaction.
Who's the developer?
Game Freak, I guess?
No, nigga.
I don't know who the person is. A guy in Game Freak somewhere.
I don't want to say it's Masuda, because Masuda is like sound director.
Oh yeah, it's Masuda.
So
It's Masuda.
it is Masuda. Jun, come on, man.
Oh, shit!
Why won't it work, George? Explain it to us.
Guys. Okay, so let me read this. Variety. Legendary hires Godzilla 2 writers. Plans Godzilla King Kong universe.
We knew this.
I didn't know
Another
that.
one?
Yeah, another American one, and they're adding King Kong. All they had to do was
Brian,
make
I've
him
known
fight.
this for about a year.
I haven't known this.
Brian, I said that earlier in the stream.
All they had to do was make him fight Mechagodzilla in the next movie because it worked thematically, and then have him fight King Ghidorah in the final the final fight of the film.
Brian,
it would have been a good movie.
Guest appearance from Mothra.
Brian, those creatures don't exist in America.
Neither does Godzilla.
American Godzilla does.
A Godzuki exists in America. That's it. That's the only American original.
Also canon in the movies.
That's weird.
No, he's not Godzuki. He's just fucking Godzilla Jr.
Can you prove to me that he's not Godzuki?
Yes, his name's not Godzuki.
Is he silly?
No!
Does he get into trouble?
Yes. Yes, he is.
He's
Yes, he is.
Godzuki.
Shit.
Now all I need for them to do is control Godzilla with some remote that they just press a button and he comes out of the water.
Big O?
Oh, all right, good.
Apparently the Naruto episode today focused on that flashback from the last.
Wait, is Naruto not done yet?
No.
Well,
What are they doing?
They've done 699, and now they're holding someone hostage. So, this past episode was Naruto and Hinata, which is I thought it was something. I thought it was going to be something completely different than what we got.
And then they just gave you the last
It was
again?
Naruto as a child, and then it was Hinata as a child with some Neji, reminded me that Neji was dead. I really like the Neji stuff. And then
yo, you see the swing set though?
No.
Oh
wait, no. And then at the very end, you had Naruto help Hinata home. So there was the Naruto and Hinata. So, and then the next episode, it's going to be called Sasuke and Sakura.
Yeah, they do two characters every episode. They already announced that.
Yeah. So
I should have figured they were going to do this after what they did in part 1, where
like 3 seasons of filler
at the Valley of End, and then
but
over 100 episodes.
Some of the best openings.
That's the sad part. It's not like they had any effort to put into the filler, so they were just like, "All right, well,
let's
put it in the
openings."
What was good?
The opening was good. Also, like they used like all their designs and stuff from the last. So I'm like, what? Why don't you just do that?
Oh. I should update Storm 4 and play it sometime.
Do a 2-year time skip and just do shit.
I have not played Storm 4 since I beat the story.
I'll be right back, guys.
He's not coming back.
Yes, I'm coming back. I have to put clothes in the washing machine.
Oh my god, he's gonna drown.
Well, you haven't even left yet.
Shut up!
You're still here. Go!
He's never coming back.
He only hasn't left because he doesn't want to.
Could you hear Smile Bomb in the background?
You've been playing this whole time?
I was looking for just some random Yu Yu Hakusho episode to watch.
I was gonna play
hopefully something with Karasu and Kurama, and I found the episode right after they did their fight.
I was gonna play some music, but then I was like, like 3 of my videos already got copyright struck, so.
Oh, you got 3 of them like that? Don't let those pile up at one time, man.
Well, it's not so much I can't at all. Only one of them's gotten stricken outright. The others just can't be played in other countries.
Oh, okay. Kurama's like my nigga Sesshomaru.
I mean, They both got that whole white hair going on.
They're both canines. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see this. Naruto Shippuden anime reveals more information about New Boyhood arc.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Is that what they're calling it?
Well, yeah, that's what it's called, the New Boyhood arc.
New Boyhood.
The next episode is Sasuke and Sakura. The one after that is Gaara and Shikamaru. And then the one after that is Jiraiya and Kakashi. Each episode will focus on the characters when they were children.
But like children, not like part 1.
Yeah, like children, not part 1.
I might watch the Jiraiya and Kakashi, despite literally not having watched the Naruto anime in I don't know how long.
I mean, I liked the Naruto and Hinata one, mainly just the Hinata part. And then, honestly, Hinata wasn't even in the Hinata part that much. It was, like, a lot of Neji. And it was, like, you saw Neji, like, practicing with his dad. And then, he meets, Hinata.
Yeah.
And then, Neji sparring with Hinata. You can see how much better he is than her. Like, everyone's praising Neji. And I'm like, man, how did this go so wrong? And then they switched to, Neji talks about how he'd give his life for Hinata and how he's going to protect her and everything, and then he dies.
I mean, so he wasn't wrong.
No. And then they switched to his dad's funeral. And you see him crying, and then Hinata runs out, running through the snow. She tripped at least 7 times, but this is like when she's 3. But still, she tripped like 7 times on like trying to run home. She got lost. Naruto found her. He had his red scarf on. He helped her home, and then there you go. That was the end of the episode. So I liked it just because it was more from Neji's point of view.
I feel that.
Naruto's is pretty much just him by himself.
I mean,
in the jungle up until the third Hokage just randomly showed up. Not to mention the art for that, like that half of the episode looked really weird.
I made it back.
Oh, okay, good. I told him you weren't coming back.
But I'm here.
Well, obviously, I'm taking this L.
What are you two talking about?
I'm really
Naruto.
enjoying this picture.
This what?
that picture.
I'm really
Check
enjoying
the
this
chat.
picture because it looks like Sakura from the last. Hinata, not from the last, or maybe she's from the last.
It's from the last.
Shikamaru from everyone from the last except for Naruto.
And Sasuke.
He's just from Shippuden. No, that's Sasuke from the last. That's how he looks.
Sasuke from Boruto.
No, that's Sasuke from the last. That's
He
how
didn't
he
have
looks.
his turban.
I know he doesn't have his turban. He didn't have his turban in the opening. So that's just something that they decided to do for some reason. You got Kakashi, useless Hatake. I don't know who he's.
Oh, is that after he Is after he loses thing?
Yeah. It's the last.
You're right.
You saw the last, didn't you?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I was saying that earlier. I was like, I still gotta watch that.
It's 2 years
Yeah.
after.
The craziest thing I saw on Tumblr was Naruto. He posted a Okay, so I know what happens at least, and when Hinata's supposed to get married to like whoever that weird creepy dude is, and Naruto and Sai and them roll up to save her. On Tumblr, there's like a side-by-side comparison to the holding out for a hero part thing from Shrek 2. When they like run up in there and save Fiona.
Yeah.
And the resemblance is uncanny. Like, this ain't no, hey, did you ever notice? It's like, no, look at this.
Why did they do Agara and Shikamaru? They should have done Agara and Lee. And then and they did a Shikamaru and Tamari.
I wanted a Shikamaru and Tamari, but then you said Gaara and Shikamaru, and I'm like, well, you know, maybe. Well,
I mean, if you're gonna pair off everyone, you just should have made Gaara by himself.
Wow.
Shikamaru and Tamari, Choji and the black one.
Did Gaara end? Wow, that's kind of messed up. Did Gaara end up having a kid?
Not that we know of.
Okay.
And I mean, he could get it. So there was that one filler girl that they decided to kind of make canon.
When it ended, I was looking at Tumblr and it was like, man, look at my dude Gaara, looking like he found Jesus.
Yeah. I forget what the villain of that like arc could do. Like, what was his shtick?
The one, the filler?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I liked that arc up until like the last few episodes. Because it was just the Sasuke retrieval arc, but with Gaara.
Yeah.
And Lee could actually go again.
Okay. Guys. This is important.
Wait. Hey guys, so I just started reading manga and it's awesome. I've been an anime fan for so long, but I thought I would get addicted to it, and I was right. Now I'm wondering when you guys start reading manga. My first manga was Fairy Tail.
I mean, sure. Makes sense. That's a pretty good entry-level anime.
Why is Nathan sending me a Snapchat?
I don't know, but I got one too.
Oh god, this is Dick. Close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough.
Where's George?
Thinking about how we got these awesome picks, but he didn't.
Wait, George, are you here? He's gone. He's out of the chat.
Oh god, he is.
He's out of the call. He's back!
George, we had just realized that you were gone.
I don't think he can hear us yet. Or he can't respond. Maybe his Wi-Fi went out like yours did.
Let's make fun of him until he can respond. Because he can't.
Sitting over there with your eyes and your skin and your games.
Yeah, you gamer. Wait a minute.
Gamer. Yeah. We're gonna call you Geeko because that makes sense.
This is almost as bad as that time that I went to school and they called me Geeko.
And Chi-Chi didn't like me.
Wow, I landed on my head harder than I thought.
Can y'all hear me?
I can now.
Yeah, now we can.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't completely on a second ago.
Your audio is kind of fucked up, but it's fine.
Could you hear us?
I mean, yeah, I could.
I guess I didn't hear you talking. I was talking to Shelly, and I looked at the call, and your face was gone. I was like, "Oh shit, George died. He's gone, like straight up, like hasta la vista, goodbye bye."
Don't be dumb, Brian. I'm already dead.
It's okay. Yeah.
Oh, Brian. Wait, were you here when I said the next episodes were Gaara and Shikamaru, then Jiraiya and Kakashi?
Yeah, you told me.
Okay.
I mean, I already knew that, but yeah, you told me.
Do I need a childhood of Jiraiya when he's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to remember him.
Because you know they're inevitably gonna like make another Itachi one.
Nah.
How did that
It's too
Itachi like spin-off anime go? Like, is that
It's
still
bad.
a thing?
It
No?
started strong and then it got really bad.
It did start kind of strong. I don't know. I was just so sick of Kakashi and Itachi.
I mean, that's basically the consensus. It had a really good start and it seemed really cool, and he's gone again.
Yeah, I was like, is George gone again?
I just watched him leave. I think that, okay, is he here? He can hear us. Well, George, when you get your mic working, we'll go ahead and end this stream, because I'm pretty sure we've been on stream for almost 3 hours.
Has it been that long?
It's been a long time.
It feels like we just started.
Don't lie to me.
It does feel like that, though.
Yeah, we've been on stream for about 3 hours and like
Mainly because
7 minutes.
That first bit was about the Switch.
Yeah. First Switch was like, I mean, this first topic was like an hour and 15 minutes long anyway.
Like, we went from Nintendo to anime, and I guess you could say we switched it up.
Fuck off. I can't deal with this right now. I can't hear George. He's just here.
George, switch on your mic.
George. I can't do it.
No one switch off this stream.
Don't change that dial.
No, you have to use the word switch.
I know, but I was thinking of the PT game. Don't change that dial now.
Boo.
I fucking love PT. I love Silent Hill, and the game we'll never get.
Yeah, I like that game. I'll never get.
That's like one of the greatest tragedies.
Well, blame Konami.
I do blame Konami fully.
And they're supporting the Switch. I imagine they'll switch it up pretty soon, though.
What the fuck's up with this stupid ass Ash and Stitch drawing?
Because they're gonna do a Lilo and Stitch Pokemon crossover.
But then at the end of it, he's like, pancake! And I'm like, what the fuck? What's the point?
You remember all the experiments from 1 to 627?
No.
You don't remember that show?
Yeah, I remember the show. But I know they didn't do all the experiments, so whatever.
I mean,
Kelly, I think you cursed me.
They technically did.
Hey, George. Welcome
Hey.
to the new age.
Did your internet go out?
Stop that. I think I got cursed with whatever plague hit Shelly's internet.
Did your internet go out?
Yeah, or at least my connection in this call and in Facebook. So I just leave that to assume my entire internet.
Well, I was thinking of wrapping up the stream anyway.
No, you're next.
I was like, yeah, Brian, you're next.
Yeah, because I'm ending the call.
3 spoopy, 5 me.
No, but yeah,
Well,
that's what that's what we're gonna do. All the experiments from 1 to 627, they're all gonna be Pokemon.
They're the Ultra Beasts.
Aliens.
They're all forms of Deoxys.
If only.
Uh,
I love Deoxys.
yeah.
All Lilo and Stitch had to do was make 627 episodes of a cartoon, but they couldn't even do it.
Did they even make it to 60?
I don't know. I mean, I liked the show.
Yeah, it was alright. But yeah.
We're about to wrap it up. I'd like to thank you guys for listening in.
Yeah. This has been a fun podcast. We will definitely bring you more like it if any new news comes out about the Switch or anything critical in anime, gaming in general.
Yeah, we'll switch right on over and get you that news.
Oh yeah.
It's the mile
All right,
now.
guys. All right. One more day. One other day, I guess. I don't know. I'm dying now.
Later days.
Later, losers.
We out.
Everybody talking, and would it be so crazy? People work so hard, no time to be lazy, and we can
Stopping.
Now.
Stopping.
Now.
If the internet gets so bad it can't stop the broadcast, I'm not sure what we're going to do.
What if